guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast. With Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac. Acknowledge me. Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown, featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got two words for you.
What's good, everybody, and welcome to Monday Night Raw Recap Show here at the Three Bells Podcast table. It is so good to see all of you. Happy New Week. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you had an awesome weekend. Hope you enjoyed the awesome weather that we had here in the East Coast, particularly New York. It was 80 degrees outside. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope everything is well. It's me, your homie, Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells Podcast table. Of course, I'm not here alone. Sitting right over there is the CEO, Mr. AKA himself, Mundo. And sitting over there is our goo guy from Tuesday's NXT, Triple J. Fellas, what's good? What's going on?
Say his name and he appears.
Yeah! What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Yeah. What's good, Three Bells Podcast? It's your boy Mundo, aka Mr. AKA himself. And did you miss me? I am back. It's been about almost a week now, but I'm here. I'm here with my guys Shane O'Mac and Triple J. What's going on, fellas? What's up?
Yeah, it's your boy, Main Event Triple J, now here live on YouTube. It's Monday. You know what time it is. Fellas, if y'all ready, I'm ready. Shout out to everybody out there as well. I know they ready.
Because everybody out there is ready. Mundo's ready. And Jay is ready. For let's do it. Let's get it. For this is the Three Bells Podcast, everybody. All right, so before we start the show, I just want to get to the elephant in the arena. All right. So for that one person who has not seen it, there was this very shocking message from one Samantha Irving. She is the Monday Night Raw announcer, as well as some of our top PLE announcers. She's like the top announcer in the WWE. Let's just say that. And for those of you who know, she is the fiance of Ricochet. And Ricochet, as we know, is no longer here. He's at AEW doing his thing. So, of course, everybody was like, I'm going to move with him, this and the third. And it seemed like she was happy here in the WWE. She had a good home here, a good position. She was rocking. She was cooking. And we loved her for it. So earlier today, she sent this out. She says, in quote, WWE Universe, my time has come to an end as your Monday Night Raw ring announcer. I love you all tremendously, and this does not mark the end of my art. I have a lifetime more to share. Thank you to every WWE fan who accepted me. So I'm thinking, Mundo and Jay, that we was going to get a final hurrah tonight, a good send-off. Everybody's saying congratulations, giving her hugs, and everybody's crying and kissing. She wasn't even there tonight. Instead, we're introduced to an old schooler, somebody that we're familiar with, Mundo, Lillian Garcia.
Yeah, man. The Attitude Era is back, man. Welcome back, Lillian.
Lillian Garcia is back, at the announce mic.
Shane, you know what this made me think back to? Remember that random night a few months ago when we were on Raw and Samantha introduced Lillian, and she did the special. I think they were doing the King of the Ring tournament, and the first, she introduced Kofi Kingston into the arena, and it was just mad random, and then you gave us the whole background of her trials and tribulations in life after she left WWE. I thought back to that night. I'm like, well, was that a sign that we missed right there in front of us? Like everything else with WWE, if you don't pay attention to it, it'll come back and be like, it was right here the whole time. Like, I don't know. Like, it was that the situation. I don't know. Was the situation her moving to be closer to her husband the situation why she's gone? Is it that they were making a change? I don't know why they would change her if they were making a change. I don't get it, but it was so abrupt, so random. It took a lot of people. It took the whole social media by storm because everybody was a fan of Samantha. I mean, my gosh. After WrestleMania, you saw how many other announcers, especially what's his name, Jay? Michael Buffer. He even shouted Samantha out after WrestleMania. And it's sad to see her go, but I'm happy to see Lillian return because I was sad when she just abruptly left herself. And I believe at that point in time in her life, she was leaving to take care of her dad. So welcome back, Lillian. You still sound amazing. Like I said to Jay, that voice is voicing. It's still a nice, it's like that's a mom's voice right there. It's a nice, deep, rich announcing voice right there. I know we're going to miss Samantha's flavor to what she does, but the OG is back.
Jay, what say you?
Well, I was caught off guard with that, as pretty much everybody else was. And what I would say is, she's been there 3 years, and it's felt like 10 with everything that she's accomplished, And just to not hear her call people into the ring, that's gonna be missed. Especially, I know with Cody. Cody loves when she says his name. I know that. I don't know how he feels about that. Pretty much, I think it caught even the wrestlers probably off guard. The way it caught us. And then I see that, Ricochet was pretty much tweeting and everything, and people were already saying that she's going to jump ship to AEW. And he's like, hold your brakes for a minute. She ain't going there. She ain't coming with me. So, to me, it seems like maybe she's going to test the waters in singing.
I was about to say, maybe she'll pursue her singing. Yeah, maybe she'll pursue her singing career. Remember, she was on X Factor or something like that at one time?
She was on some show. I can't remember. But, for her to actually, pursue her dream, go for it. You're still young. I'm pretty sure if you want to come back, you can.
And she has a platform now. Everybody knows her. So it's like, she's in a better place now to do it than before she got to WWE. But damn, that'll be one voice miss. Chelsea Green.
Yeah, now you gotta hear your girl say it now. Chelsea.
Don't you stop touch. Oh.
I mean, personally, I love me some Lillian Garcia. I love me some Lillian. And I've fallen in love with Sam. And it's just that extra pepper that Sam brings that Cody likes, that Jimmy likes.
CM
It's just
Punk.
that CM Punk, in the way he shows her love. It's just that extra something that she just brought to the entire WWE. And because of that, if I have to choose between Lillian and Sam, again, Lillian, I love you, but Sam just brings, she brings a different style. Like she just brings something different to today's WWE.
Yeah, it's more modernized. That's what it is.
Yeah. And hell, she be getting me amped up sometime too. I'm like, wow, imagine if she introduced the Three Bells podcast like that. I mean, man.
We need to go find her on Cameo.
Man, yeah. Before she starts making her album. Yeah.
It should be like,
yeah, I'm dead ass serious. If we can find her on Cameo, I would definitely pay for that just to have what? That can be the intro, the outro, or the commercial.
Right.
I would love that.
Right.
I would love that. I'm going to look into that.
That's something to think about. Yeah. Well,
and they were saying one of her epic entrances also was for the Bloodline when the Bloodline was first fully formed, and I can remember her saying Solo Sokoa. And, she kept on going. The Universal Champion, the Tag Team Champion. She's just naming everybody perfectly, and you're like, wow.
And everybody got the same amount of oomph. And of course, you got to give it to Roman Reigns, like the undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
They shared that video was shared. The video was shared as a way as to why we miss her so much and what we are about to lose the bag. Because, nobody knows exactly what happened in terms of why she left. And especially after tonight, the abrupt, leaving. I don't know.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't know was that Mark Henry played a big part in her career.
Yeah, sure. She thanked Mark Henry, the entire post. She thanked a whole bunch of people.
Remember, I told you it was I think it was a rumor reaction to Hot Take, or did you know back in the day? I said that Mark Henry had a hand in her career, Jade and Bianca. He scouted them and brought them to WWE originally.
Cool.
That's why they took that picture with the three of them. They're Mark Henry's girls, or whatever they called themselves at that time. Well, it's not to be funny, but at that moment.
No, the Henry girls. Okay. Well, shout out to Samantha Irvin. Special 3 bells for you, and good luck in your future endeavors, girl. Damn, this is a hard pill to swallow. It's going to take some time to get used to the fact that she's not here anymore. But Lillian, still love you, girl. Still
welcome back.
Welcome back.
That's some nostalgia right there. Attitude Era has returned.
Oh well, speaking of returning, as you know, with this and every show now, WWE has this theme where they show the participants superstars for today. So we say hi to Jey Uso and say bye to Triple J.
No, that was
wow.
Was that done on purpose?
Right. Was that done on purpose? I said hi, Jay, and then bye, Jay, and then hi, Jay again.
I don't know what the hell I don't know what happened there.
Very. So we say hey. One J at a time. A Jey Uso. And then we have a Braun Breaker. And then we once again are welcomed by the WWE Women's Crown Jewel title. And actually, homeboy, he called it belt. So
yeah, he's been a little belty tonight. You don't find it funny that they're doing this whole thing with the title? This, like, why you keep opening the damn case?
like it's the first time, like it's like the first time ever.
Wiping it down and shit, like,
right, and they open it up slowly so it could go. I'm sorry, so it could go.
The white gloves and everything, like,
yeah.
Okay, but who did you open the title? Who did you open the fucking case for? Like, there's nobody there.
And the owner of the shop that created the belt, he's standing there, he's walking next to the guys, like it's this whole big production. And I'm like, okay,
this shit looks good. That's right.
Yeah.
Is that the first time that we saw the women's belt? Maybe that's what it is.
I think so. The white.
I think that's the first time we ever saw the women's belt.
No,
it was before.
Jay. We saw it on Friday. Remember? It was in the scene with Nia Jax.
Right.
Oh, okay. So it's my first time seeing the women's title, But it was on SmackDown.
And it was first just like that. It was delivered just like that with the two guys in the white gloves and the black guy on the side walking, from the jeweler. And then they did the whole opening. They did the opening, and it was like, wow. So there's a black one and a white one. Yeah. There's two of them. And two of them is a black one for the men and a white one for the women.
gloves on. There's a doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, Usher from Michael and both of them from the hospital. I don't know.
The church usher gloves, the white gloves. I used to be an usher when I was a little kid back in the day. No, you can't come in yet. Hold on. Wait till the song is over. You're gonna sit right here. Doom, doom, doom,
Were you part of the tissue ministry also? When you saw someone cry, you had the box and you run to them with the
I had to.
tissue.
Yes. Good old days, man.
Yeah, the good old days, boy.
Baptist church.
That good soft tissue. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the good stuff.
The American made tissue, just like American made here. Well, they said hi too, and they run into our homies Otis and Tozawa and Maxine Dupree. However we say
Academy.
her name. Yeah, are they still going by that name?
Yeah, just last week.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's Alpha Academy and American Made.
Wow.
Future tag team match. Rey Mysterio was in the house with Ray. Mini Ray was his name, Dragon Lee.
Mini, yeah.
Yeah, Mini Ray. And then it was interesting. We see Bronson Reed come out, and we're like, who is going to terrorize now? And before you can blink your eye, he was ambushed by Seth freaking Rollins.
Beautiful.
Seth did the and attacked. I mean, everybody, Lawan. You notice that when somebody attacks someone, they make that noise before we see them. It's not even. It's never a sneak attack. It's a
I wish
He was
I
like when he was like 2
two
steps behind him.
Remember when I used to have that keyed up? I used to have it ready to go, but the day, days have changed now.
They literally waited.
on all shows. They did it on all shows. NXT, SmackDown, and Raw. I think Nia Jax is the best one at it though.
Because she just comes like a wrecking ball. She devours everything. That was amazing. Let's say hello to the chat board, everybody. It's the homie Lawan. I am _L. He says first here and first one to leave a like and comment. Let's go. Let's go. 3 Bells Podcast. Best WWE podcasts on YouTube. Shout out to Lawan.
Thank you very much, tag team partner. My brother, I missed you on Friday, man. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you.
He says yes.
I'm pretty sure you held it down.
He says yes. Welcome back, partner. He did, and he was so tired, but he was holding on. He was holding on to a dear string. But like I said, Jay, he was going into a lot of details. I guess it was like
LeBron was doing one of these.
LeBron was like. And then at one point, I guess he went real deep, and you can see Jay. He was like,
"Oh man,"
he was making faces, and I'm looking, and I'm like, "What is this? Something I'm doing?" And lo and behold, he was like,
"And mind you, wow."
For me, is facts. She always wanted to be surprised about the matches. So her feelings were natural and never fake. She will definitely be missed. She's talking about
Samantha. I agree with that.
Samantha, yes. Mundo, I will put some funds up in with you as well for the cameo. Oh, he's talking about the cameo from Sam.
All right, Lamont, if you can, if you have your phone free, can you look into that to see if she's on there? Because my phone, as you know, is like all the way over there and I can't touch it. And I want to know about it before the end of the night. If she is on there, let's try to make something happen because I would love to hear her make an announcement for us. That'd be freaking awesome.
You think she's going to have the time? You think we're the only people that are thinking that now?
Did Mick Foley not do it for us?
I mean, now being that she's like a hot subject right now and she's like gone from the WWE. Can you imagine how many people wants to do what we want to do?
Right, but she'll still honor it. It's payday.
AKA, we might have to wait in a long line. That's what I'm saying.
That's
It's
all
not the
right.
fact that she's not going to do it.
No, it's okay. It's not a problem.
Logan James. Logan. Hello, Logan. I'm hated Triple H for Eel Sky, not Chance Penn Live for back to world picture.
You know what?
Oh, that's
I have a
later
question
on.
for you. Logan, where are you from? Where are you typing us from? Where are you watching us from? Because I see that you mentioning a lot about well, no, it's not the Kabuki Warriors because Oscar's not there. Damage control.
Yeah.
But we on here give EO and Kyrie a lot of praise because we like what we see from them. So please, Logan, tell us where you're watching us from, and yeah, I mean, we'll get to that. We'll get to that shortly.
Hopefully he'll answer and we'll give him a shout out. LeJuan says, I was so tired. I called out and used a sick day. My body said, sit back down. Really?
Damn, Jay.
So you do all of that just to call out?
Damn. I put him to sleep. Damn.
You put him to sleep.
Jay, you
Sleeper.
did that much talking on Friday? Like, well, so you was
crazy.
using a lot of commas and ands and no periods?
No period.
Oh, my God. You lucky I wasn't on the show.
I just let him cook. You know, in all fairness, because he hasn't had a chance to cook on the SmackDown like forever. So I said, you know what? Knock yourself out.
Look at him. He looks like a damn thief right now. He looks like he's about to go rob somebody in like 2 minutes. What are you wearing tonight?
Just a regular, outdoor mask that I will wear when it's cold.
A regular?
Yeah, it's just
You look like literally you look like somebody's shadow right now.
whatever they call it.
Nah, man, I did 84 hours in a week. I was tired, bro.
You did say, I remember because we both said we were going to do overtime last week, and I know I did too. So I did half, not half of that. I did about 65 last week. That's all I mean. My job won't allow me to do too much more than that.
Hey, LeJuan, if that new plan was like on and popping, with the whole no taxes on overtime, dude, you would have gotten 44 hours of no tax money.
Wait, who's doing no taxes on overtime?
That is one of the how you call it, one of the tiers of the I'm trying not to be political, but one of the things that he was saying is that he was not going to tax overtime.
Oh, Trump?
Yeah.
Really?
So imagine if that was in play, LeJuan. 40 hours tax and you said 44 untaxed, non-touched money.
And for me, 65 hours is
Merry Christmas.
25 hours of untaxed money for me.
25 hours of untaxed money.
For 1 week, because 20. That's 1 week. I get paid bi-weekly, so I did another. And you said Trump said that?
He said that and waiters and waitresses don't get their tips taxed. So tips no tax on tips either.
I don't get tips. It's illegal for me to get tips, but okay.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's right. Make promises that you can't keep. Go ahead.
All right, so we are, I think, see, this messed up on me. There's the belt. There's the people coming in. Okay, here's Seth freaking Rollins. And I have to play it from here because Mundo, we get our single camera shot of the night.
It's been a minute. We've only been getting it on like one show a week or something like that. I don't know. It's like all the stuff that we thought was cool before, they stopped doing. You noticed that, right?
Right. It's weird. But yeah, the last one I think we got that I enjoyed was Rhea Ripley. Remember?
Right. Yeah.
That was the last one. But this one was cool. All right. So remember we were saying how Bronson Reed came in? So we're going to play from there. All right. Here's Bronson Reed.
Big Bronson Reed is arriving.
Uh-oh. You see that?
See?
I saw that. Beating you up with your own goddamn suitcase, bro. You're like, damn, I should have packed all that shit.
Meet me in the ring.
In the ring, and he's taking the long walk.
So everybody's gonna have this tunnel now. Every arena. Hey, Triple H.
Just one apparently here on Raw.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't do that on
music.
Let's get crazy right here, right now.
He's mad. He's very mad.
You want to be famous, big boy? I'll make your ass famous. Get out of here.
All right, Undertaker. Who I only like.
Yo, that mic went in the audience. You seen how the person in the crowd was like, "Oh shit, I got the mic."
Nah, but then stage manager would have said, "Give it back,
Bring that back.
give it back." It's like $5,000 microphones.
Here comes Big Bronson Reed.
Move out of the way, mush them out of the way.
So by the way, people, the last time WWE was at Wells Fargo was the night before WrestleMania 40.
NXT.
Yep. Suicide Dive.
Suicide dive.
It was SmackDown, not NXT.
NXT was that Saturday.
They were at Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So they are just like basically.
This is just.
They're just going ham on each other, like on site type. Because Seth is back.
Remember, Seth is not. He's not no young buck. He is a veteran. You're gonna attack him. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Mm-hmm. And you know, you gotta be real tough to face against Mr. Reed, you know, because he's a tough SOB also, you know.
Sure.
Shane, did you get past the most important part? Yeah,
What you mean? What part?
The best part.
There was going back and forth. The best part of what?
Of that whole encounter.
Which is what?
Which is when they're at the announce table.
It smashes the announce table?
Yeah.
From Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins, by the skin of his teeth.
Well,
wait, he
not the rewind, but the live. But sorry,
he tsunamis the table. Basically.
Yeah, and the crowd was going crazy and was cussing, and everybody was going crazy. But cool.
It imploded perfectly. That was like a perfect implosion right there. So, all right. So we are going backstage because this was all on the same reel. So you got to excuse me for the whole rewinding and fast forwarding. So we are backstage with Jackie, right? This is Jackie, right? Jackie Redmond.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie Redmond, and she's with Damage Control. Damage.
Tomorrow night on NXT, you'll have a match against Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, who arguably cost you the women's tag team championships. Is there anything you want to say to them before tomorrow night?
Lash and Jakara are just in the way. We are not done with Jade and Bianca. And soon, we will be women's tag team champions. And so...
Sorry, but this interview's over because I like to talk about what Nia Jax did to me last week. Jackie, that means you can respectfully go. Thank you. Bye.
Ooh, Raquel, that is so.
Naya, if you're watching this, which I know you are, I know you only came to my
They
show
look so
last week
little.
because you're just jealous of me. You're jealous of me because I have it all. I
Liv
have the Women's
clearly
World
has
Championship, I
platforms
have Daddy
on.
Dom, I have
Clearly.
Judgment Day, I have Raquel Rodriguez, and after I beat you at Crown Jewel, I'm going to have the Crown Jewel Championship too. Oh, I forgot your
Like we're sitting right here still.
No, I don't care. Why are you so mad? Oh, I know why you guys are mad. You guys are talking about the tag team titles, right? You know Raquel and I used to be the tag team champions before Rhea cost us the titles. You know what that means? That means we could be tag team champions again anytime we want. We could fight then. We could fight tonight.
Oh man.
Look at Diesel. Rod
You
Diesel.
want to fight tonight? Okay.
Sonya Diesel.
Oh, that laugh is so annoying.
Liv and Raquel, damage control tonight. Why not?
I love Io Sky, and her mic skills really are. They're getting better.
They're improving. Yeah, her English is very much improving. Correct.
Hell, she could say Bianca better than Wade.
Bianca.
He goes Bianca.
Bianca.
What the hell? What the hell is a
such cringe?
The hell is a Bianca?
But that's something that I've what do you call it? Unholy Union does that too. They call her Bianca. I noticed that. It might be across the pond thing.
I guess so. So with the whole tax thing, Luan goes, sheesh. I would have taken home almost 3 bands. 3 bands. Uncle Sam taxed the hell out of me. It's a lot of tax money. And that's
every week for me.
And here's the answer to your question. He says, hello again, I'm from Japan, but I live in the Philippines. Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
All right, Logan James.
Shout out to Logan.
Shout out to Japan and shout out to the Philippines. Logan James, my man. And again, I do, look at the good side of it. Io and Kyrie have been getting featured every week on Raw and been killing it in every single tag match that they've been in. So look at the bright side of it. Something's coming out of this. Trust me. It's not like there's Sonya and the rest of the crew, the Scissor Crew, whatever the PFC, whatever they are. It's damage control. Like there's something good coming out of this. Trust me, Logan. Trust me.
Stop saying scissors.
I forgot the name of the crew for a minute. They haven't been on Raw in like 3 weeks.
Lawan agrees. He says her English is getting so better. It sounds so good. Yeah, she's not saying Bianca, so
you're right.
Bianca. All right, so fellas, it's time to. No, it's not time to pick your brain.
Nope,
It's time to. It's time to go to this next. No, it's time to pick your brain.
No, it's not. You're right. You're right.
No, you're right.
It's another promo. It's that Raw was promo heavy to begin the show.
Well, no, it was Seth Rollins, and then it was BB&J versus Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker promo video.
What, you mean the same video that we saw Friday? I mean,
I don't know. I wasn't here Friday, so y'all saw that Friday? That they showed that on Friday?
When did that come on? Was that
was directly after Damage Control?
Yeah,
we saw the entrance of the New Day, and then they came back from commercial.
Then they went on commercial,
and Braun Breaker came on.
I got it written down too.
According to this here, the next video, the next clip, is Jackie Redmond with Adam Pearce.
Wow.
I got Braun Breaker.
Yeah. All right. So it was just a Braun Breaker commercial with, and basically just teasing tonight's main event with Jey Uso. Basically, I think it was a video that we saw about 2 weeks ago on Raw when Braun was discussing how he felt and all that good stuff. So it is what it is. And then after that, we got an announcement from Tess, which is what Shane already started us off with, which was the goodbye to Samantha, the hello to Lillian, and then Lillian made the opening announcement and said, the following contest, scheduled for one fall, is the tag team tournament #1 containers match. Introducing first, already in the ring.
She sure did. She sure did. She said container.
But I told you, I was
about to get roasted.
I told you, I was like, she was probably nervous. Come on now, it's been how long?
It's her first time back, so you gotta wet the whistle. You gotta take the cobwebs out of the
right. And she's not a special guest ring announcer. She's actually calling this now.
She's calling it now. So.
And she's going off of whatever sheet they gave her before the show started. This is what she's reading. Maybe they put containers on there.
Right, and she was, she's not a young chicken nugget anymore.
Right.
So we got to give it time to.
I'm gonna defend her. F that.
She's going on 60, so yeah.
Well, I'm gonna defend my girl. Many times I got to correct my parents.
All right. So speaking of speaking out and looking after and hooking up and friends, I'm going to ask Jay first and then Mundo to follow about match number 1. We all know why, which is the New Day versus AOP. Now, this is supposed to be part of the tournament. Remember, we had tournaments on Friday, and the winner of those matches will go against, the Bloodline. So we have another set of tournaments for tonight, and the winner of these tournaments will go head-to-head with the other tag team, Judgment Day.
Oh, so there's tournaments on both shows for tag titles.
Correct.
All right.
And they're both happening at Crown Jewel?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
Copy.
Yeah, don't know yet. So,
I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's cool. It's cool. You're entitled to ask because you gotta, keep abreast as to what's going on. So yeah, and if anyone can keep you abreast, is that guy right there, Jay, because he will tell you in detail what had happened. Jay, what happened?
Not too much.
Not too much. Leave Des a little bit.
This match, I would say, it went on commercial too much for me. It seems like the crowd got the majority of the match during commercial. We got very few offense that we've seen. And when we did see the offense, we were like, oh, nice little splash by Kofi about 2 times, a little sidekick or whatever. And AOP really sucks. They had 0 offense. 0. What they were just doing is a toss here, a toss there, and that was it, the whole match. Because we had your boy The Miz. Your boy The Miz was there chilling tonight. Shout out to
superstar.
Shout out to him. And, just shout out to the New Day for getting this victory. Because the only thing I'm seeing from this victory is the fact that maybe, when we was talking on Friday and we was like, about their New Day anniversary coming up, I think they're going to go all the way to the finals in this tournament. And that finals night will be the 10th year anniversary of New Day winning, forming. So I think that'll be the end right then and there when they lose.
So it had to be Crown Jewel because they said that the anniversary was in November.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Check y'all out, SmackDown people. You want me to go?
Continue.
All right. So, yeah, as he mentioned, my guy, The Miz, the GOAT, was ringside, was just watching and listening to Karrion just, basically praise him and just be like, this is what we're doing for you. You're the GOAT and blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, you hear the crowd go crazy. And who is it? It's the goddamn R-Truth. This motherfucker, the bad guy in the story, comes and attacks The Miz, who was minding his business, not doing anything. And I'm just like, what in the hell? And the big dude from, I think, Razor, he was in the ring. He was like, hey, what are you doing? And he came by, and then Kofi caught him with the roll-up, the fruit roll-up for the 1, 2, 3, which is just hilarious. And him and what do you call it? Xavier Woods. They're cheering and happy with R-Truth in the ring. Everybody's good, gracious, and everything. So the New Day dips. R-Truth is going above and beyond with the happiness, even though he wasn't even in the damn match. And then he gets his ass attacked by AOP, basically the Final Testament and The Miz. And Kofi's like, come on, we need to help him. And Xavier's like, no, we need to get prepared for the next match. We can't get beat up and all this other stuff. He already knew what he was doing, and I don't disagree with him. Fellas, do you guys disagree? Why interfere in something where R-Truth should have left with y'all in the first place? Why is he still celebrating as if he won something? Excuse me. So yeah, and while that's happening, the struggle is going on. The lights go out. Oh shit! It's the Wyatt
lights
Six.
Go out. Why the lights go out?
Right.
What happened? What had happened?
The Wyatt Six appear out of nowhere. I mean, we haven't seen them in about a month. You know, we got the videos and all that good stuff, but here they are. The lights come back on, and they're all around the ring. And like what LeBron said last week, he said that the Final Testament would be basically because of their alliance or whatever it is that they have with the Miz, they would be a part of this story. And now here we go. We got the Final Testament, including Karrion Kross and AOP versus the Wyatt Six. We got a brawl going on. Again, it's like the theme of Raw tonight. There's just brawls every fucking where. Everybody's going crazy. I've never seen Raw so chaotic in my life. Like from top to bottom. Like this shit is crazy. And they're outside the ring now. The Miz he's just cowering in the middle of the ring, being smart, making sure that he's not getting hit by anybody. You know, he's the A-lister, so you got to keep good, make sure his face is fine. And I don't blame him. He's, you know, it's the Miz. You know, stay out of trouble. Let everybody else handle everything else. So they're out the ring, and now they're fighting to the back. And you know, the Miz and what's his name? Grandpa. Grandpa's on the side. I saw him in the corner. You know, he was like, "Get off my lawn," like Shane always says. But he was like, "Good job, Miz." So, you know, Miz is standing up like, "Yeah, I'm good." And then we see a mop just appear out of nowhere, a.k.a. Uncle Howdy. And the crowd's going crazy. And next thing you know, Grandpa, for some reason, decides to sacrifice himself for the Miz. I was like, what? Like, wait a minute. Is that... Now, I'll say this, Shane and Jay. Was that done so the Miz can owe them or, like, be in debt to, like, something towards the Final Testament? Because I don't see why Grandpa, like, and Shane's been calling for him to do something for so long that he waits until now to take a Mandible Claw for the Miz. Matt randomly, son, and he's fighting, and then it looking like he just finally dies or passes out or whatever like that. Like that was the weirdest thing, son. Like I was just like, why would he wait till now to actually interject himself into anything? But
is today his last day on contract, and maybe he said he wanted to go out this way. Like, yeah, let's do it this way.
Maybe he was patient, and now what's the time? Maybe he would do more, especially now that he was attacked. Maybe now this is definitely a story. This is definitely going to be a revenge tour now for
Karrion.
Yeah, that whole crew, because you know, Homegirl, they all got snuffed.
Yeah.
So that's a revenge. Yeah, Scarlett she got squashed by Nikki, and yeah, Grandpa had the two fingers down his throat. So you know he's coming back when he gets out of that old folks hospital. he's gonna get that rope with the knot back. He's got to get back on that lawn and wait for them bastards to come. You goddamn it! I told you to get off my goddamn lawn. I'm just goddamn it! You put my damn throat and got my dentures all popping out. I mean,
is he gonna be like the old man from Family Guy?
What, the one that likes Chris Griffin? Oh. No.
Oh shit.
That's horrible.
No.
That's terrible.
Nah, but Shane, are you proud of him though? He did something. Finally, he did something.
You know what? You gotta give him credit.
We got him and Scarlett both taking bumps in the same night.
First of all, it's about time her ass got bumped. You know how many times she done bumping people all around and interfering and grabbing people by the ankles and hitting them in the nuts. She was doing all types of hitting. It's about time somebody hit her ass. And
but Shane, don't you think it's crazy though? The last time she took a bump was in Philadelphia at WrestleMania when she went through that table with BFAB. And now here we are back in Philadelphia again.
There we go again.
Like, is it something about Philadelphia?
It's about Philadelphia.
But you know, but the crazy thing is, you know, she's been fighting house shows.
Really?
Yeah, they showed her when remember she fought Rhea a couple of weeks ago in a house show, and the way the way Rhea had pinned her, the whole Twitter universe went bananas. And Karrion Kross was like, "Yeah, I can only get her in that position that Rhea had her in."
What?
Mm-hmm.
This is obviously news to me and Shane.
Yeah.
I had no clue about this at all whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know what position that is.
Yeah. Wow.
Rhea say, "Come here, give me a kiss."
It's the 3 bells after dark. Nice.
It is after 12, right? Yes. Okay.
No. It's 11:24. 11:24. 11:24.
Anyway.
Wow. Well, thanks for that information, Jay.
Anyway, congratulations to who won? The New Day for the fruit roll up. Yeah, congratulations. Quick fast back to the chat board. Lawan says she's not on Cameo, but Lillian is, and she's cheap right now. If y'all thinking about it, I see what he's saying. He's saying that her price is cheap now, but her price is definitely going to go up now that she's back on TV.
Right. He's saying that Samantha's not on Cameo right now. Not on Cameo, but Lillian is. So that's up to y'all.
Well,
if you guys don't care. Yeah.
I'm guessing she's like on contract or something like that, so she's already know what her money is. Like it's not like it's going to increase because she's now on Raw.
Right. I revealed to Jay because he was asking if this was like a one-off for her, but I revealed that one of my sources that I use a lot for Did You Know and all that stated that she's back full-time as the ring announcer, so she will be here continuously.
Mm-hmm.
So she has her set money, but a lot of them do this for like their side gigs.
She's good because I was wondering. I was like, who's going to replace Sam? Like, who are they going to find?
Of course,
the old is Lillian, the one and only.
Right, the OG,
the one and only. Either that or have your girl Alicia Taylor do both shows.
No, I think Mike Roman can do Monday and Tuesday since it's back to back.
No, since he's stuck at the PC, so
I think they would like his new look.
They better not bring back Cody's wife.
Who, Brandy?
Mm-hmm.
She was a ring announcer,
right? She used to be a ring announcer, and
she was Julia Stiles.
Well, if that was the case, then they might as well just bring Bray's wife back and let her do it.
JoJo, yeah.
But I think that why not just it's Triple H? Come on now, why not let the OG? He's gonna let the OG do it. He has an allegiance. He has an allegiance to his peoples,
and she is one of the best. So
and again, why not? Right? And like I told y'all, she abruptly left because of her father's health situation. It's not like she left because she wanted to. She was being a good daughter.
Mm-hmm. And we're not mad at that at all.
No,
we
I would have done the same
prayers.
thing.
We send big prayers to her.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing. Amen.
Amen. I'm still hoping for Io Sky win Royal Rumble 2025. Says Logan James.
That'd be fucking awesome, honestly.
That's a good possibility.
I'm really like Logan, dude. Like we've really become like EO fans over here, dude. For the last few months,
we haven't liked her at first, but yeah. So far we have EO and we have Chelsea Green. As,
outside people, like people that deserve it outside of the 4 Horsewomen and all that other stuff. I would love that. Or Lash.
Here's one for you, Jay. Jason Finch says, yeet.
Yeet.
What's going on, Jason?
What's going on, Jay? Before Tonka came to WWE, he was $7. He's now a band on a Cameo. Now that's why she might be 100 later. Oh, okay. So you're saying later on.
Before Tonka came to WWE, he was $70. He's now a band. Which is $1,000 on Cameo. Now that's why she might be, more later on. Okay. I'm translating for my partner.
You know, I wish your partner can write so that you don't have to translate. I mean, he's not a foreigner. He's
really, Shane. Oh my God, Shane. Really?
I mean, dude. I said it because I'm reading, and you got me sounding like I can't read. Like,
he's
dude,
speaking in slang. That's why he's speaking in slang. He's speaking in proper English and slang at the same time.
Proper slang English. Okay.
He's saying that he said that Tonga used to be $70, $70. You know, our non-melanin people say $70, $70, and then he said he's a band. That's slang for $1,000. And he's speaking in both, in one.
All right, so let me speak slang. So we's gonna be going to the TVs right down here, right?
That's slave.
We're gonna go down to the.
That's not.
Ooh, don't do that. Don't say that. Don't do that. That is not slave.
Yes, it is. Using
it's not.
That is slave. Oh my God.
I didn't say that, Jay. I just simply said we's going to be going back to the monitors over here. Slaves never said monitors. There was no monitors back in the slavery days for them to say.
The context in which you're speaking in that slave talk, we use it.
It's only Monday. It is not Tuesday. Save it for tomorrow.
God. Please tell me, chat, if I'm wrong. That is slave talk.
No, chat. Do not encourage him, chat. We're gonna go to the old TV right here, and we're gonna go with Jackie Redmond as she has her interview with Adam Pearce. Mundo, cut it out because you're cut it out. God damn it, Jackie.
Welcome back to Monday Night Raw. I'm backstage with Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. Adam, yet another chaotic start on a Monday night. How do you plan to get things under control here?
That's a great question.
Yes.
Never mind.
They did it
Yo, Seth Rollins just reminded me of Chucky. Just jumping out of nowhere.
Uses to stay down on these two.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. No. We gotta. No, that's a. I have to rewind that because that. This might be the moment of the night, man.
Never mind.
He just came out of nowhere.
On a Monday night, how do you plan to get things under control here?
That's a great question.
Never mind.
Oh man. Yo.
And that's the whole clip. This is the whole clip. That's why I played it again.
Jay. And that's not the one that I told you was funny. That's not the one I said was funny. I text Jay after another segment. I said, Jay, this shit is hilarious as hell right here. But I'm laughing right now because this shit is funny watching it back right now. Oh, man.
All right, so
the Raw was a mess tonight.
I'm gonna be nice, believe it or not, to Mundo. I'm gonna be nice.
To me.
Yes, to you. And I'm being nice this way. So before we have our interview with Jey Uso, we have a look back at what had happened on Friday dealing with Jey Uso.
Okay.
So because you wasn't here on Friday, if you like, I can play that if you like, so that you can catch up and you get caught up when we hit Jey Uso. Fair enough?
Fair.
Okay.
Thank you.
So here's a look back at Friday Night SmackDown.
Out in this crew.
Will continue to happen to Roman Reigns unless he comes down to the ring and acknowledges me.
All right, Jay was on SmackDown. Okay,
that was a
Jay.
huge shocker. We was not expecting that.
It's mad random as hell.
Very random.
So I came out here to talk to you, Oos the Oos. I left
For what?
the family, Oos. I left to be my own man, man, I became the Intercontinental Champion, little brother.
Facts.
I'm your tribal chief now, and I'll always have a place for you and Roman in my bloodline. But all you have to do is acknowledge me. Why you have to go get them moves?
They're doing a lot of cutting.
Tonga, why'd you have to go get Jacob? There's a reason why we stayed away from him. And if you keep staring at me like that, I'm
Didn't Paul Heyman say that?
Out.
You can't say that. That's a problem right there.
You sure you want to?
What? All right. So that's a problem right there, Shane.
Well, like you said, they cut a good amount.
Well, of course, but I mean, first off, he repeated a line that Paul Heyman said, which was, we didn't mingle with these guys and didn't bring these guys in for a reason. And, why did you get them? When he referred to the Tongas and Jacob. So it's funny that he said that. It's like, okay, you're repeating a wise man. And then the fact that he threatened Jacob like that, I don't think that sits well. I think that's a problem right there. And remember, I told y'all last Monday that there was going to be some type of something. I agreed with LaJuan, and then we both just elaborate a little more. Like there's going to be some type of something that might something tonight. And now seeing that on SmackDown, boy, that might be writing the damn story right there. Boy,
so,
oh boy.
To be continued on what you just said.
Right, and what did he mean? What did he mean by the next time I see you is going to be different or something of that nature? Like, the fuck is that? What does that mean? Different sides? I don't know. He said some weird shit.
LaJuan said he should mind his damn business. Also, he didn't acknowledge him.
I mean, it's his brothers, though. Like, it's Jimmy and Solo, his big brother and his little brother. Like,
see,
would you really mind your business?
In that promo, he cut out when Jay said, "You my little brother," and then Solo said, he said, first off, I'm not your little brother. I am your tribal chief.
Oh, okay, yeah,
and that's where that cut. That's where the edit was, because he said,
hold on.
Said, I'm not your little brother.
Jay, you know how I feel. Jay, we both got little sisters. Let our little sister, let Sylvie and let Tia say that to you and I. I'll be like, are you?
You'd be like,
who the hell?
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah, wait.
Let me take my chain off.
I mean, you want to say what again now? Word, like, wait, hold on. Let me get this real quick. Who you
like,
talking to?
Say it again. Now? Say it again. Talk to the good ear right here.
Word. Yeah, I might be older now, but you still my little.
Okay.
Wow. He really said that? Disrespectful.
In front of company too.
Right. Like, come on now. Wow. Wow. Oh wow.
The nerve.
Y'all got some drama on SmackDown this week.
The nerve. So with that being said, here's the interview with Jay. Well, no. Then there was this.
We all are.
Oh, they show. Okay. Still SmackDown.
And no YEET.
Wow, he said your line, Mundo.
You know what? I was just gonna say maybe that was because it was the week before, right? When Roman said that to Jimmy. So maybe Jay saw that.
Yeah.
When Jimmy mentioned it to, remember, because I said on Monday, I said Jimmy's gonna have to say and tell Roman why he came to Raw in the first place, because the week before Roman was like, no YEET. So maybe he's just returning the favor. He's like, well, you don't need my help. No YEET. We never hear Jay say that.
Or he's just saying no because he doesn't want to help him.
No, I'm yeah, that. But I'm saying, like, He's being extra petty because that's literally what Roman said when Jimmy suggested.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So let's hear from him now because he has other things that's more important apparently, like that thing on his shoulder.
Continental Champion Jey Uso. And Jey, family tensions have just escalated over the last several weeks. So I was hoping that ahead of your match, you could address what went down on Friday night.
Yeah, Kathy, ironically, I'm in a city of brotherly love and got no love for my brothers right now. Ain't that something? I'll tell you what I said to the bloodline on Friday. It is what it is, right? But tonight, it's about this right here on my shoulder, Kathy. You know what I'm saying? Jey Uso, Braun Breaker round 2. I promise, though, by the end of the night, the people will hear. And still, your Intercontinental Champion main event, Jey Uso.
Got to be careful using that P word. That is a very dangerous word. You know, when you use promise, Jay, that means, whoever uses that word promise, I promise that I'm going to have that title by the end of our broadcast. You're going to say, okay. And then when it doesn't happen, that makes me a liar. Right?
Yeah.
What happened, Shane? You said that you was going to have the title, and I was going to take my mask off and we was going to celebrate, but you don't have the title no more. You lied. So be very careful with that promise word, y'all.
I agree.
Especially the kids. Ooh,
because they will hold you to that.
Listen.
Adults be like, I understand. Kids,
I understand. Kids, and they will hate you a long time.
But you promised. That's their favorite. But you promised.
Yeah, but this, that, and there. Nope. I don't care. Don't care.
They don't. They'll understand when they get older.
They sure will. Speaking of understanding, let's try to understand Raquel Rodriguez.
Yes. Roll the R's, Shane.
Rhea Ripley says her business won't end with the Judgment Day until she gets her Women's World Championship back.
Talk your shit.
Diesel.
Mamita, as long as I'm around, eso nunca va a pasar.
What?
It's never going to happen.
What she said?
Costing you the title with Bad Blood was just a warning,
It's never going to happen.
Don't think I've forgotten what you did to Liv when you tore her shoulder apart and took her out for 6 months.
I forgot about this.
And I also haven't forgotten what you did to Liv and myself when you cost us the women's tag team titles.
They were good guys. I forgot about this.
Rhea Chiquita, the only reason you rose to the top is because I was gone. But I'm back now. And the smartest thing for you to do is walk away. But we all know you're not going to do that.
Yeah, we know.
So since you won't end this, I will.
Shane, Jay, I feel so bad because I remember at that point in time, I was rooting for Raquel. Like, she was a good guy. Well, good girl. I don't want to say that. That sounds so bad, but she was a good woman at that point. And she got hurt, by Rhea, who was the bad guy. And so it's so crazy. Like now, again, it seems like the fan view has changed, but is Raquel really the bad guy? She didn't change. She just went away and came back. But the fan perception has changed.
Yeah.
You feel me? Same thing with Liv. Yeah. Liv is not, when you really think about it, she's not the bad guy. She's just, she's in a sense, she's still a good guy, but she's using bad guy tactics to win and prevail against the actual bad guy, who the fans are now portraying as the good guy. That's so crazy how, like, when you really think about it, like,
it's crazy because again, we're choosing our poison. We're pretty much, it's almost like choosing the better of the two bads.
Right.
Even though the bad guy has reason to be bad. If you, like you said, if you really think about why they're doing, the things that they're doing it because the person that we think is good did some effed up stuff to them. So, yeah, like, I guess because of the whole story with her and Dominic, I guess, I think that was like a major factor.
But it's like, at the beginning, she told us exactly what it was. It was called the Revenge Tour. You get revenge on people who did you wrong. But
sure.
I guess the fans, we just kind of convoluted and just said, no, you're the bad guy because we like Rhea Ripley because she's this dominant champion. But even in that time when she still had the championship, she wasn't a good guy. Becky Lynch was the good guy.
Becky was the good one.
Mm-hmm. But we're like, boo, Becky, we don't like you. We like Rhea.
Right. She was bad. And then Liv came back and then Liv did bad stuff to her. While she was gone, Liv was basically turning bad. When Rhea came back, well, it had to, because when Rhea came back, everybody was like cheering and loving her.
But they were They were already cheering her, though. They were already cheering Rhea, even when she was in the Judgment Day, when they were in the darkest and deepest parts of being bad. They were still cheering her. They were booing Dom, who was standing next to her, and chanting "Mommy" the moment she starts talking. So it's like, like I said, the fans convoluted and completely just changed their view of her and said, we like her, even though she's a bad guy, because they're attacking all the good people and beating up all the good people. Like, it is crazy, Jay.
That's the same thing that's happening with Tiffy. The crowd is behind Tiffy, but they're feeding us, viewers as she's a heel.
Well, I think at this point, they're feeding us as her being a victim. She's no longer a heel. She's a victim at this point of Nia Jax. James is no longer a heel. She was a heel prior to her winning the Money in the Bank when she was like in the Elimination Chamber and all that. And she was a heel then. But now at this point, she's just a victim and someone who may eventually take her anger out on Nia Jax, which will make her an ultimate babyface.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, we was liking her before then. There was just something about her that we liked, even though she's bad.
It was NXT. It was us, we knowing her from NXT, and then seeing her transition into the main roster was like, wow, she can hang with the main roster on the mic and in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's weird. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it's like, we're kids and one day we like this toy and then the next day we like this other toy and this toy is evil. And then we go back to that toy because we realize how cool and awesome it was. It's just like, we go back and forth depending on, what they say and what they do and who they attack and who they get attacked by. That also adds up to who we cheer for, even though they're the bad guy. Because it's like, okay, they have good reason to do what they do and they're bad. So, and it goes back to that conversation that we had, Mundo, when you had mentioned what The Undertaker said about the whole,
Gunther.
Was it?
Yeah, about like the
about
Gunther.
Yes. But yeah, he's not gonna.
No. But I'm just saying, I think it was very important for us to actually finally hear from Raquel. We haven't heard from her this entire time, really. Mm-hmm. And then for her to give us a reminder of what her story is and what everything was that happened to her before she disappeared. She wasn't a bad guy when she left. Elimination Chamber was the last time we saw her, right, Jay? Or that Raw after?
Elimination Chamber.
And then she was gone. But we were rooting for her because she was the only other dominant force besides Nia that might be able to take down Rhea. So now she comes back into the picture and like now she's the bad guy because she's continuing to do what she was doing before. That's crazy. But I want to see that match though. I want to see that match. Finally see that match one-on-one. Hell yeah. Remember the same thing with, we kept seeing it was like 6 women or 5 women or 4. Every time we wanted to see that one-on-one, we never got it. We got it 4-man or whatever like that. So.
All right. So I want to talk about this one last thing before we go to commercial break. I want to quickly go to match number 2, which is another tag team match, women's tag team. Damage Control versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Yes.
So Mundo, you can roll your R's and roll your I's and roll your info. Yes. Okay, Miss Kitty Cat. You can talk about match number 2.
Hey, look, I'm just following behind Lillian. Lillian did it. She said, Raquel Rodriguez. Lillian going to hit them R's, man, for her people. But, man, this match had the potential. It had the potential to be a really good match. I mean, not to mention it's the second tag team match of the night. I'm like, okay, this is a theme tonight, Triple H. One thing I didn't notice about him, he's a big guy, big person of tag teams. But anyway, yeah. In the beginning, I was like, this match is kind of odd because the size difference between Raquel and Damage Control, and I'm just like, I don't know if what they were trying to portray at that time, where it was like they were giving her a challenge in a sense, but it was like an awkward looking type of challenge. Like, I'm bigger than you, but I can't catch you, and then you're smaller than me, so whatever you do to me, even though it's like double team, it still doesn't affect me. So I'm just like, what are we doing, man? It was like a standstill for like 5 minutes, with moves being done. And then I was like, oh, right before we go on commercial, Raquel punches both of them in the damn face, and now they're both laid out. I'm like, okay, there we go. Maybe we have a momentum change. Then we got back, and I'm like, okay, it wasn't much difference, but then somehow Raquel got into the corner, and Liv tags herself in, and now we're like, okay, it's kind of more of an even match. We got EO versus Liv, and I'm like, cool. And EO, again, I think she's won, and I'm not going to lie, Evil Gina is 1A. The missile drop kits that they deliver are spot on and beautiful. Oh, my gosh. I mean, those ladies deliver the best missile drop kits that I see in WWE across the board, across all rosters, across men and women. I mean, my gosh. And, yeah, I was just impressed by that. And then that pop-up elbow that EO and Kyrie attempted, that I praised so much last week.
That shit was beautiful.
This week, it wasn't a pop-up elbow, though. This week, somehow, Kyrie found herself sitting on top of Liv, but she still kind of hit her with an elbow. But I was like, what the hell was that? It was a little off, but it's still connected because she kind of landed on top of her. And even Wade was like, well, it didn't connect this properly, but they got what they got out of it. And again, and then we see outside the ring, EO to Liv, another one of those nasty, beautiful looking missile drop kits. And I mean, man, the impact of EO hitting Liv and then Liv hitting the barricade in front of Jakara and Lash, I was like, well, god damn, that was spicy. But Jay, I mean, what happened after that, Jay?
Oh shit! EO went and pulled out Jakara from the audience, and she was like, "Bitch, get over here!" And Lash wasn't having it. So to see that Lash's move that she did to the EO, they gave it a move. They gave it a name.
Finally,
and I thought it was the Lash extension. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we get to see Rhea Ripley. Excuse me. We get to see Rhea Ripley come out, and she went at, she was going at it. And She did the prison trap. Oh my god! Like, bro, that prison trap is bananas.
To
I
who?
love that. She did the prison trap to Liv. Yeah, and then she did it also to Dom as well in the
Oh man.
match. Shit, like I think that's one move that she ain't using so long that I was like, that could be real devious later on if she ever gets another title run. That move right there could set her, a lot of ways. Also, there was one move that I liked that Io did as well throughout that match, and that was the dragon screw that she did on the outside by the ropes. I thought that was pretty cool as well. And also, just to see the standoff that we got in the ring between between Liv and Raquel and Lash and Jakar, I was like, oh
And they had it lined up
damn.
perfectly. They had it lined up perfectly, bro.
Oh,
Raquel
Lash
to
versus
Lash.
Raquel.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, bro.
And
What are they doing? Are we bringing Lash and Jakara up to the main roster all of a sudden now? Like, what's going on here?
they're getting tested by both brands. See
Both
where they
brands,
to see
multiple
Both
people.
brands.
all right to see where they fit.
Yeah.
Right. And it's good to have Lash fighting girls that are of her caliber instead of, like
Right.
when we see normally in wrestling where we see it with the guys, even whether it's a regular tag team, they'll get fed a jobber. It's
Mm-hmm.
different. It's different when it comes to the females because we know all the females. So
Right.
there ain't no female jobber. You
Right.
gotta fight someone that's already established as well.
And the jobber that we did have was Mi Chin at one point, but now she's, you can't even
She
put her in
wouldn't.
that category anymore. It's like,
Right.
shit.
Every woman is competitive in their own way.
Yeah.
So to have this standoff, I was like, only tomorrow is gonna be telling. Now, do they show up tomorrow to NXT?
They have to.
Like,
Oh wait, you're just talking about Liv in
does Liv and Raquel show up to NXT tomorrow?
well, they didn't. They didn't come to blows. They didn't come to blows, but they
Mm-mm.
did cost them the match.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not their fault, though. It wasn't. That was Io's fault.
It was
because
Io's fault.
She dragged this girl out to goddamn front row. So I don't know. It depends on. I don't think they want that smoke because I think wherever they go, Raquel's gonna follow. I mean, not Raquel. Excuse me. Rhea's gonna follow behind them. Either way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how they displaying the girls. Like I said on Friday, I was just happy that we are getting the exposure with these girls, especially as long as we've been watching NXT together and we've seen the growth of Lash, and we starting to see more of Jakara as well. So
you know how I feel about Lash, and you remember what I said last Tuesday. I was like this the whole time. I was giving you the whole Ethan Page. Like, I'm loving it.
Yeah,
loving it.
See, and I mentioned on Friday the conversation we had when you was upset about the match that Lash had with Lyra.
Right.
And the way it abruptly ended and stuff like that. And I said, no, just wait it out. And that was an appreciation thing, from NXT to Lash for stepping in like that, because she stepped in at the last minute and did that match. And now look where she is. She had a match with Piper Nivens on Friday, and it was an awesome match considering. Could have been a whole lot better, sure. But considering it was like her first singles match
on the main roster, yeah,
on
hell
the main
yeah.
roster,
and that was she looked dominant. She looked dominant.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the one thing I was telling Shane and Lawan too the other night, was the fact that Lash and Jakara, they have 0 titles and they're getting exposed this way. Normally, when a lot of these call-ups happen, these people have had title runs in NXT. These two got 0. And for them to make this type of exposure and expansion within both of them, you're like, shit, they're overstepping boundaries. And it looks like, even with the girl Kiana James, you got drafted by Roy, but you're not here, so look who takes your spot. It's happening.
Oh, well.
The transitions are happening. And the same thing when you was talking a couple of weeks ago and you was mentioning about the African American superstars. And I was telling you, like, look, they're all young, they're in the back, they're coming up little by little, and boom, lo and behold, we got Lash, Chikara, the first two coming up, and we see the transition happening.
I'm not going to respond.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to respond. We don't need to go back into
And by 2026, it'll be Africa WWE.
Like it was in 2020, right? It really was. You forgot the Hurt Business. You forgot them. You've got all the champions that we had. The WWE universe was going crazy. We're like, wait, hold up. All the champions are black.
Yeah.
They really were.
Yeah. We was the soft ground wrestling. Yeah.
We'll probably get Obamania at one time. Obamania.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, real quick, last thing before we go to break and all that. I think that this saga with Liv and Rhea won't be solved until WrestleMania. I think Triple H might give Rhea another WrestleMania moment winning the title. Because I told y'all, before we get back to Liv and Rhea, we got to go through Rhea and Raquel. And we don't really have too many much shows left in this year to get to that. And I highly doubt if they'll do it at Crown Jewel. That'd be kind of weird. They like to keep it kind of men's heavy on that, and maybe like a women's match. So we got a women's match already. So
all right.
Great way to explain it. That was perfect. 3 bell sound. I don't know.
I guess that was in my reference because he said Jay before that.
Oba versus Gunther for the title.
No.
I would give Rhea the title back at Saturday.
Oh my God.
Saturday Night Live.
SNL?
Shane,
go ahead. I'm right behind you.
With that being said, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back with more Monday Night Raw recap here at the 3 Bells Podcast. We'll be right back.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the 3 Bells Podcast. With Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac.
Acknowledge me.
Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown, featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
And welcome back, everyone, to the 3 Bells Podcast, where we have our Monday Night Raw recap. I almost said Friday night. I'm getting my days confused. Anyway, it's me, your homie Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the 3 Bells Podcast table.
Yeah, I did that last week, Monday. Remember when I did that? I was like, I said Monday Night SmackDown.
Monday Night, yeah.
I was like, wait, hold up.
Right, because it's confusing when I just hosted Friday, so.
Right, exactly. Guys, it looks like we kind of look like how to color coordinated with our shows. Shane, you look like you're actually wearing a burnt red-ish type situation for Raw. I got blue on for SmackDown, and Jay's wearing black for NXT. You know,
I mean, you can fool yourself if you want, but this is an orange shirt. It's an orange shirt that says "Brooklyn be everywhere." It's a truth search.
I was trying to be good, trying to be nice. Go ahead, Shane.
Red. Anyway, everyone, we are continuing with our Monday Night Raw recap. Okay, so to the monitor, we're backstage with Adam Pearce, a very busy Adam Pearce, and this man needs a drink, Jay. I mean, in a hurry.
with you until you make it.
And there's Bronson. Oh man, these guys are going at it on site.
Separated again by security.
You definitely all right though. These segments between the two are definitely, I would say right now, moments of the night.
No, of course not.
Ooh, Adam yelling.
And Crown Jewel, Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins, Ethan DeVictor. Get them out of my damn building.
Wow.
This is the worst mistake you ever made, Seth. This is the worst
Ooh,
mistake.
that's going to be a good match.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, Bronson finally gets some exposure because he hasn't really been on a PLE. And you know,
he hasn't.
No, the last time he was supposed to be at one, it was the birth of his child. So he wound up missing Elimination Chamber at home. So this is it for him. This is the big stage, like Seth was saying earlier. You want me to make you famous?
Make you famous.
This is it. This is gonna be the night that it happens.
I have a feeling that he's gonna win a whole lot more fans after Crown Jewel. I have a feeling because this is a big stage. This is possibly the second biggest stage right behind Mania that Crown Jewel has designed.
Right.
I mean, in terms of like arena. I don't know about like the broadcast as a whole, but like, performing in front of a live audience. So
it could be the biggest crowd he ever performed in front of. Yeah.
Thus far, sure. And then if he does good here and keeps on going with that momentum, Mania 41, he could be part of that card. Why not?
He might be. He might be odds-on favorite to win the Rumble. If he has a good showing. He has a pretty good explanation as to why. Because I would say like right now and between now and Survivor Series and the rest of the year, I think also we're getting fed Royal Rumble participants as well.
Sure. Sure.
So I'm seeing that fact that we could probably get a Seth, we could probably get a Bronson Reed into that match as well. Unless Bronson is going for a title, which I don't see him winning at the moment. Maybe he redeems himself like at an Elimination Chamber too. Maybe that'll be a way for him to get a title shot.
Yeah. I like how WWE is set so that all of these superstars is part of that Royal Rumble conversation. And we're picking people right now for who's going to participate, who's going to win, who is in the nomination poll for like wrestler of the year, male, female. You know what I mean? Like all of these conversations are coming about because of all of this awesome stuff that's going on right now. Welcome back, Mundo.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm sorry I had to take a quick break real quick, but I'm back.
Perfect timing because we have a video packages from a tag team that has returned.
Real quick.
Speaking
of returning tag teams and debuting tag teams, I seen something on the internet earlier about how the Motor City Machine Guns, that's the name.
Yep.
How their debut was like a flop, and I wanted to say that because between them and the the War Raiders, their return and their debuts, I didn't think that they should have had it on tape shows. Only because I'm like, if it's the second show of the night, you're not going to get the response that you want from the fans. I think that those guys, both teams, deserve to be debuted this week in live audiences on a one-night show. So that's something that's been bothering me all weekend, and I just wanted to, just say that real quick. Like, I think the War Raiders deserve that, and the same thing for the Motor City Machine Guns, who debuted on Friday, which was last Friday, but aired this week. So
Yeah, I did see that too. It was bananas. It's bananas.
It was unfortunate, but because the
they
crowd really wasn't fully
They didn't
there.
respond.
So,
They gave him the unholy union treatment.
They gave him
twice in 1
they
week.
gave him a potato chip bag with just air. No chips. No chips in the bag.
then isn't that just a bag?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what they gave.
Okay. Instead of just
right. It's a bag with no potato chips. Like, who's to say that there was cookies in there or cake or?
in my potato chip bags. In my potato chip bag, it's chips and M&M peanuts. I put M&M peanuts in the bag. So, Jay, you should have just rolled with me with the unholy union. No pop.
No pop.
No pop. Minus a pop. if there's such thing as a minus pop, I'm sure Jay would have discovered it.
But I picked these guys my winners for the tag team #1 contendership.
Who?
Really?
Motor City Machine Gun?
No, the War Raiders.
The War Raiders. Who we're about to see
for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think that's my pick for whoever else advances. But out of the 3 teams, that's my pick.
Right. Chris Leclerc says no.
No to what?
I say yes. Yes to what?
Yes. No.
LaJuan said, and of course I know you was talking about that. He said Saturday main event. That's a huge.
He still forgot night. He still forgot night.
Why didn't he get a womp womp? I've been waiting. I've been trying to press the button. Nice.
But he will make you happy with this here, Mundo. For your partner says, I think Motor City debut should have been surprise and not tape. Show like you said, Mundo. They should never show them. They should never show them signing a contract. Also, everything should be a surprise with them. So, in other words, it should have been a surprise.
Yeah,
for them to
show
up.
It's literally a talent that most WWE fans are not familiar with. I know I'm not. And, unless you follow other federations outside of WWE, you don't know who the hell these guys are. And so imagine now you're at the second SmackDown of the night. It's 11 o'clock, 11:30 at night, and you see these guys come in. You're like, who the fuck are these guys? You're just like, okay.
Would have thought the same thing. Who them? Who them, Jay?
Yeah, right.
Motor City. Okay. Yeah, I can see the name, but who are them? Where are they from? And of course, the announce team, they tell us in detail who the guys' names are,
right?
Where
but
they're
the
from.
Audience, they can't hear that, so they're like, they're just like, who is this?
Yeah, they come out and it's like, but not for nothing. They did get an interesting pop when they first came out. It wasn't the loudest pop, but it was a noticeable pop.
Those were the people like Jay who watch other stuff than just the main roster. And they're like, okay, I'm familiar with these guys. I've heard of them, or I just saw, the rumors and stuff like that of them coming to WWE. So yeah, but I mean, even with the announce team telling us who they were, it's just like, okay. But then I'm like, they portrayed them as 2 old men. I'm for real. They portrayed them as 2 old men. It was like, well,
they've been tagging since 2008 together. So they are 2 old men.
I'm just saying, yeah. From what I saw, because I didn't, I wasn't on the show. I wasn't on the show with you guys, and from what I saw and what I heard, I'm like, you make them sound like they've been tag teaming since the 1990s, right, Shane?
Yeah, he disappeared for a second, but
Shane's going.
Oh God, no!
Oh, Shane,
no!
And he's the host of Raw, right? Well, after that, we had the War Raiders promo.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hey, he's back. Hey, welcome back, Shane.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know.
Back
you disappeared, and me and Jay was just looking at you like, what?
What the hell just
as my
happened?
shirt says, in Shane we trust.
Yes, it does. Wow, look at that.
Oh, thank you much. Maybe if I were to stop this. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. Okay, there we go.
Well,
all right, so we're gonna hear from. I gotta get used to this. I gotta get used to this title. War Raiders.
I already messed it up, so yeah.
As we've walked this path, there's been setbacks that would have ended lesser men. The trauma. But we rise time and again. But we've shed our armor and head into our future without fear. We look to our ancestors, the Viking warriors of the past, for inspiration. They crossed oceans, conquering everything in their path. We too have traveled the world, raiding gold far and wide. Your time to run and hide.
Oh, the sour. They whooped his ass. Ooh, poor
Shane.
Sour.
Shane, all right, I get it now. I get it. Eric is the mouthpiece of the War Raiders. Excuse me, I almost messed up. The War Raiders.
Pause.
No, not pause. I almost messed up and called them the Viking Raiders. Pause. There's no pause in that.
No, you say he's the mouthpiece. Pause.
Really? That's what you refer to as the person that speaks for the group. And Ivar is the complimentary behind him. Like, that was very interesting what he said. And you know what? It really just made me say, yeah, I'm invested in this 100%. Because again, when they got, when they were at their peak before he got hurt, I was actually finally like, I like this group. Remember, because you liked it, Shane, you liked them from jump. And I was just like,
He did not like them.
I was like,
he was like, I don't get it. He's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, dude, have you seen these guys and their size and what they can do?
And what's funny is what LaJuan and Jay were saying about their gimmick. That's what threw me off, because I was like, I don't get it. So, but then eventually seeing them wrestle more often, and then the Viking rules match and all that with OTs and all that, I was like, "Ooh, I like this. This is good. This is really good." So now I'm looking forward to part 2 of them being who they really are, and I mean, hopefully Triple H can book them the proper way. Maybe, and this just strengthens our tag team division on Raw even more, because I see them being tag team champions by the end of the year, if not by sometime early mid-year, 2025.
Yeah, I say mid 2025. Let them get their feet wet as War Raiders.
True.
I'm going to play this next clip that goes in connection with Judgment Day Clubhouse. They talking about WWE's most viewed reels ever.
Really?
This is very interesting, actually. I'm going to have them tell us.
Million views for Raquel Rodriguez, shocking most viewed Instagram reels of all time, with 80 million views for Raquel Rodriguez, shocking our viewers when she picked up Nia Jax in 2023. But that was beaten out by Rhea Ripley's powerbomb of Zelina Vega Backlash in 2023 with over 82 million. Rhea Ripley popping her shoulder back in place at SummerSlam, 95 million views.
Oh my God.
I remember that. But then I said, but what about The Rock? Like none of his, or the return of Roman?
This seems to be Raw generated.
Well,
only.
this is also just Instagram by itself.
Maybe
The
they'll
Rock
have one for
and
SmackDown.
No, not even just that, but Raw. I mean, like those other things are just like YouTube situations where that's even bigger. If you're hitting YouTube and hitting the hundreds of millions on that, it's big. This is Instagram.
Okay.
Not
this is just
everybody
Instagram.
that's on Instagram, but everybody got a YouTube, because you got to have, that's a Gmail. With your Gmail, everybody got YouTube.
Right. Okay. So let's hit the clubhouse. Judgment Day Clubhouse.
New clubhouse. What do you think?
A new
You want to know what we
clubhouse.
think? What I think is what I need to do is I need to find Rhea Ripley, and when I do, I'm going to rip her.
We're gonna focus on Rhea when the time is right. But right now, I need to focus on Nia Jackson, Crown Jewel, and
Okay,
finish. I
who
need
you
to focus
stepping to
on the
like
titles.
that? Who you talking to?
Everybody knows that me and JD can handle any tag team on earth. What I'm worried about is Damian Priest making another claim at the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, but I thought.
What if I'm the one who beats Gunther for the world title?
Oh,
good idea.
Soda. Soda's like a future world champion. That's not cool.
Really?
No,
Carlito.
Yeah, I'm serious. I heard you.
Dirty dog.
I'm sorry. What do you even do around here?
Talito.
Good question.
Let's just say I bring the cool factor to the Judgment Day. I'm also a fixer. As a matter of fact, I'll fix it right now. Dom will be no champion, a real world champion in no time. I'm 30 years.
Oh, man.
Oh my God! Them
So,
rumors must be true. That have been circulating online, saying that they're gonna slowly boot him out the group.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think the whole group sounds a hot mess. That whole segment right there was just messy because it's like, in a sense, Liv is trying to be like the leader, but then you got Finn like, bitch, what? What do you mean worried about the tag team titles? Like, we got this, we good. And it's like, and then here comes Raquel out of nowhere.
Right. Liv didn't even have Dom's back when he was like, yeah, I could be Gunther. She was like, huh.
That whole thing was a hot mess to me, honestly. I was just like, well, this Judgment Day is not going to last too long because then next thing you know, what happens? You got Finn and JD on the side talking to themselves while the rest of them, you know, Raquel's questioning Carlito, like, what do you do here? And then but that's what happens. You got when you have the background singers together without the lead. They're like, well, what do we do? That's what we got right now with the Judgment Day 2.0. Ugh. Well, is it 3.0? Because technically 2.0 was the Judgment Day without Edge. So this is 3.0 now.
3.0. So maybe 4.0 now that
Raquel's around.
Yeah, now that Raquel's in. Yeah.
Oh man. It becomes so watered down. It's like, yeah, are y'all even the Judgment Day? Like even the clubhouse looks whack. It was corny. There was no pizzazz to it.
No TV.
So Chris answered that question. He said no, don't let Rhea Ripley win the Women's World Championship on Saturday's main event.
That'll be corny because I'm pretty sure none of us will be watching anyway.
Yeah, no. Dominic Mysterio can't beat Gunther. I mean, that's the joke. That's the
right.
Didn't
they just have a match like about a month ago when Dominic challenged Gunther?
Gunther beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I'm like, didn't we just see that? Like, we just saw that. Like that. Like, okay.
That's a mess. That's a mess. All right, so we're gonna go to match number 3. Now, I am not being that kind of guy. I'm only saying this because it's his turn, and it just so happens that match number 3 is a tag team match with Mayamo LWO against American Made. So with that being said, because he spoke first last time, I'm going to have Jay speak first this time.
El Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I did not say that. And then Mundo will follow.
The fact that Lillian Garcia decided to say, Del Toro and Wild's name, I said, wait a minute. There's only 3 people. I don't see 5 people.
Right. The
So
second
I'm like,
time.
oh my God.
Jay, somebody did her dirty tonight because they had her announcing people that was not even at ringside tonight. I'm just like,
That was not.
why? Why sabotage her
They
on her first night
sabotaged her on
match?
the very first night.
That's messed up.
And the
That's
and the
messed
crowd was pretty much quiet when she said it because they were like they were probably looking themselves like, where's the other two? Huh?
Where they at?
Hey.
Like, what?
Well, you see a Selena Vega pop out with them too, and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Somebody
Okay,
said,
fine.
whoops.
So, like with this match, what I really got from it, it was a lot of exposure with Dragon Lee. You know, we could see the slowness in Ray. We starting to see him do less moves, not as much. You know, he's gradually, going away. But he's doing it still in the ring, letting us know that he can fight. And to see the way that, Lee was today, he was very bouncy off the ropes. And there was one moment where they had a nice double team, the two of them, and one went sliding, the other one went kicking. I thought that was pretty cool. And even the missile launch that he had going through the ropes was also cool, Dragon Lee. I thought that was cool. And to once again hear Joe Tessitore mention the West Coast pop. Normally, he just mentions it as a seating senton. That was like Michael Cole would basically mention it that way. And to hear that name come back, I'm like, yes. When he used to do it before and they used to say it, I was cool with it. I was cool with the West Coast pop. So also, there was one move where Brutus caught, I think it was Dragon Lee, off the ropes. He caught somebody off the ropes. And
it was Ray.
Okay. And both brothers proceeded to moonsault back to back. I thought that was cool. Yeah. And Julius, when he was on the ground and he picked up Ray from the floor and had him in a superplex move, I said, nah, that's strength right there to actually pick him up in a suplex move. And then he proceeds to do it again to Dragon Lee outside the ring. He went on the second rope and suplexed him back over. So you're like, damn. Julius is showing a lot of strength. Brutus didn't really display much tonight. Same way, like I said with Ray. Ray didn't show a lot because it seems like they're trying to feature the guys with the most strength in the group. So it was good. I give it to those two for doing what they did, and yeah, take it away, Mundo.
I mean, nothing else to say. You
I didn't say who won.
What?
I didn't say who won.
Well, I was about to say who won because I'm like, you didn't. The only thing you missed out was saying who won the match tonight, which was LWO. So shout outs to them. I don't even know. This wasn't a tournament match, was it? No, it was not.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Yeah,
it was. It was a tournament match. So yeah, shout outs to them. Moving on to the next round of this tournament, and yeah, Jay said everything that needed to be said. Nothing else for me to add to it.
Shout out to Trick Williams being ringside again.
Yeah. Trick was there because Lash was there. So
and he's home.
He's
home. Yeah.
No pop.
He was trying to get the crowd to do whoop that trick, and they wasn't whooping it with him.
Exactly. No pop.
Anyway, congratulations to the New Day, LWO, and War Raiders, for they are going to be in a triple threat match. And the winner of that match is going to go 1-on-1 and 1-on-1 with Judgment Day. Yeah.
And that has to be a crown jewel because there's no other. I mean, crown jewels on the second. That's like literally right there.
Yeah,
it's next week. Next Saturday.
Yeah. Then we have Halloween Havoc this coming Sunday.
We do.
The 27th, yes. This Sunday, the 27th.
Oh my gosh.
We're having predictions in several hours with this guy over here, Triple J.
Oh man. I missed that. I did. Hell yeah, because I have like a jam-packed weekend this weekend and I won't even be in town. So This will be crazy. Again, I mentioned to you guys before that I'll be out of town for this pay-per-view, but it just completely slipped my mind. I mean, it would have obviously tomorrow or later on today, once we had the show, I'd be like, oh yeah. But right now, since we're talking about Raw, I'm like, what?
Yeah, we have a pay-per-view. The next 2 weekends is going to be pay-per-view. Sunday, the 27th, Halloween Havoc. And then that following Saturday, the 2nd, is the Big Crown Jewel.
Let me not schedule anything for that Saturday because I'm sitting there telling people, yeah, I'm off that Saturday, no problem. And this Crown Jewel.
Well, we're telling you and everyone right now. And if you
Crown
forget,
Jewel is
just
probably
replay.
early. And Crown Jewel's probably early.
Yeah, we need to figure out if we're going to do it like
Shane.
live at 1 o'clock. Is it 1 o'clock?
You the one that got to let us know whether you want to do it or not. You know, I'm off, so I'm on vacation still. We'll talk about it off the air.
We'll talk about it off the air. We'll have an answer, a definite answer within several hours.
We got next week to talk about it too. So yeah. All right. Backstage.
So we are backstage.
Not on match 3 anymore.
But not on match 3 no more. Miamo Jose says, "What's up, fellas?"
Quavo, what's good, my brother? Red Stereo Ranger, what's going on?
He said, "Damn, what happened to the mask?"
Right, Jay out here trying to rob people and shit. I'm just trying to figure this out too. Like, when did this become okay?
No, remember, I was under the weather, so the mask got put to the side for a while.
Excuse me, what?
I said I was under the weather for a while.
But that was like last week Monday.
Right.
Today's next Monday.
Well, I still have a small cough, so that's my reason why.
Tomorrow, regular mask. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Drill a big hole.
Mm-hmm. You're scaring the viewers. They're like, what's going on here?
Yeah, they're like, where's the mask? And why do I feel the need to give you money? It's like, I don't know why. Like, I just feel so nervous, and I just want to give him all my lunch money.
Yo, Shane, you stupid.
Thank you, Chris, for reminding us it's officially Tuesday.
Yeet. No yeet.
Okay, 3 bells after dark. After
really
dark.
Is. Well, it really is 12:30. So
no, it's 12:30. So we're beyond.
Come on now, Raw. Let's roll it.
Scary out.
Yeah, we need to roll this out. Mm-hmm. We're backstage with another Adam. How many drinks has this man should have had at this point?
Listen, I saw it. Listen, I saw what they did. I saw what Lash and Jakar did. I'm going to talk to the other GMs. Trust me on this. We're going to figure out a solution. We're going to figure it out, okay? I give you my word.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Let me get the
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jose is funny. He said that flu going around got JJJ looking ski mask hustler Shane O'Mac Wilding.
It's true. I would like that last Monday. That whole week I was screwed. I was dealing with it, so I had to let the mask go for a minute, and I still got a slight cough, so that's why I'm saying I still got this on.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And you're here, so that's what's up, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
What's up? He's here. And so is Carlito.
I gotta learn Chinese. What do you want? Let me tell you something. I heard a little birdie told me that you're looking for a new challenger for Gunther. Gunther, whatever his name is. I got the perfect guy for you. Dominic Mysterio.
What's so funny? Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Dom? Yes, Dom. Look, I'm looking for a challenger for Gunther, that's true. But Dom hasn't exactly done, anything to deserve that. And furthermore, if Dom wanted that opportunity, why are you here asking for it?
Exactly.
Fixing. What exactly are you fixing?
Come on, man. Please, come on, man. Give Dom a chance. Please,
Are you
come
serious?
on. Yes, give him a chance. Please, come on.
Carly! I'll give
Carly.
Dom a chance. I tell you what, you let Dom know. Next week, if he can beat, say, a former world heavyweight champion, I'll consider putting him in the number one contenders match.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
We already know who that is. Come on.
It's
It's gonna be a big brawling. Who's on your mind? Who you think?
I need a drink.
Priest.
We all do.
Yeah,
Priest,
Damian
right?
Priest, of course. That's the joke. That's the joke right there. Why else would we think Damian Priest, man?
Speaking of challengers, here is the challenger for the Intercontinental Champion. In a few minutes, as a matter of fact, it's Mr. Breaker.
I'm backstage with Braun Breaker. Braun, in a few minutes, you'll face Jey Uso with a chance to win back the Intercontinental Championship. Are you feeling any more confident going into this match, knowing that Jey Uso has been somewhat preoccupied with his family?
I didn't come here for a cheesesteak. I came here to take back what's mine, and that's the Intercontinental Championship.
I didn't get it. I got it now.
I respect Jey Uso. I respect Jey as a champion. I think what he's doing is great. But Jey's not a focused champion. He's got all kinds of family drama going on, which is exactly why I'm gonna take back what belongs to me. Now, Jackie, I'm a badass. It's time to do what badasses do. So I just have one question for you.
What's that?
We got any dogs barking in Philly?
Now, there may be some barking, but you know there's going to be some yeeting as well. A lot of it. It is now time.
Oh, another.
We got two.
We got two.
Many veterans.
Okay. Two camera shots. Two single camera shots of the night.
All regaining the
The same
Intercontinental
thing.
Championship in their career for a
Shane,
second
it's so
run. But
weird.
it's this young soaring breaker who's going about it differently. The only way he
Up
knows,
trip.
with unparalleled
The stuff that we valued so much in the past few months, they stopped doing. So now that it happens, it's like, oh shit. We don't get that view coming down the aisle anymore of the ring and then coming around the ring and all that others. We don't get that anymore. A lot of stuff that they were doing before they stopped doing. But I'll tell you this much: I didn't say it last week on NXT. They added more cameras to the PC, so it's different camera views at the PC now. Though I noticed that.
Yeah, part of that whole renovation.
Yeah, right, I'm a week late, but yeah.
Part of the whole renovation. No yeet, says Chris. No yeet. So before we go to our main event, we are going backstage with Gunther, or how Carlito would say Gunther. So he's backstage with Catty Kelly.
Guys, I'm here with the world's heavyweight champion and a man who has his sights set on becoming the first ever crown jewel champion. Of course, I'm talking about the ring general, Gunther. Gunther, do you have a response to Cody Rhodes' invitation to come to SmackDown this Friday?
For
You know what
what?
I don't understand, and Cody does it every single time. He drags the people closest to him into his business matters. Mentioning his daughter as his reason why was totally unnecessary. That guy, I think, just loves the drama. It has nothing to do with his family, but it has everything to do with a generational champion versus champion match for the newly established Crown Jewel Championship. And it's also on the winner to establish the legacy for the new championship. And no disrespect, Cody is a fantastic champion. He's on top of his game right now. But if we're all honest, the title that he's holding, that legacy has been established long before his time.
That's true.
I think he's just one of many. Unlike me, I am one of one. Everything
One of
I
few.
touch turns into gold. So yes, I will be in Brooklyn on Friday.
Thank you.
Shoot. Shoot.
Take it easy. Ain't nobody walking in here to smack you up. At least not yet. I got no issue with you anymore, man. My issues were with the Judgment Day. I handled that. So now, it's only
That's what you
fair.
think.
I should get back what I should have never lost in the first place. Yo, before you say anything,
he touched his
I ain't looking
title.
for a handout. I'll earn it just like I earn everything else. So go to Crown Jewel, handle your business. When you come back, you are going to have a problem with me. Matter of fact, you're going to have a big problem when I once again become El Campeón.
Jay, I'm so mesmerized at the fact that
El Campeón.
Gunther
Good for you.
is kind of towering over
Damian Priest.
Damian.
Yeah, he's tall.
12 days away.
He's tall. He's a real tall dude.
And so is Damian. That's why it's just like weird. It's like, wow. But I would love to see part 2 without. But then again, from what we heard earlier, it's like it's going to be part 2 with Finn again interjecting himself into the damn match. So,
yeah. All right. So this is it, everybody. We have made it to the main event. The main event. Not that main event. This main event. It's the main event, which is Barking Dog Breaker
She knows.
versus Jay Off Uso. This is the Intercontinental Championship match. Dog versus dog. Mundo and Jay talk about it. The main event.
Jay, I don't know about you, but I don't have too much for this match because the match was kind of like lopsided. 1, 2, it was commercial heavy like a motherfucker. Like every 2 seconds is like, and Shane, to your point, remember how you mentioned back a few months ago how like Michael Cole would have a specific line or whatever like that in like a specific pitch where you know that they're going to commercial. Now it's like these motherfuckers be saying, yeah, so last Friday night, boom, we're on commercial. Like, what the fuck? This shit just went on commercial. Like,
just
what?
Going commercial.
Yeah.
But sometime they will show a slow-mo replay before going to commercial also.
Right, but then again, still without that typical cadence that we're used to with them. Like, oh my gosh, is he gonna finish this match? We'll find out. They don't even do that anymore.
Right.
Now
It's
just
like a
random
flow. It's like a flow. You can tell by the way, because we're so immune to Michael's voice.
Right.
We know when his voice is introducing or leading to a commercial without him saying go to commercial.
And Joe Joe, his voice where he'll lullaby you. And it's like, how did we end up in the commercial just now? Like, what happened?
Just out of nowhere, just in the commercial.
Right. So, but yeah.
Because you was directly saying, when you hit me up, it was 9:30. You said you was like, yeah, something's gonna definitely happen during this match just because of the time that they started.
Correct.
And then they fed us these 5-minute commercials, damn near, like 2-3 of them shits. I'm like, damn.
But the thing is, usually because remember, all the shows are at the same time frame now. Everything's 2 hours. So now, usually when they get into the main event of a show, it's normally starting at 9:40, and the match itself is starting at 9:45. This one came in. We was at 9:30 when we got Braun Breaker coming out to the ring. And by the time Lillian finished her announcements, it was 9:37. So I'm like, oh, we got extra time. So it's going to be more added to this situation here. Give me 1 second. Hiccup. My gosh. But yeah. Anyway, I mean, most of this match was dominated by Braun Breaker, which made you think that, Jay would have like some type of great comeback. Because they mentioned it in the announce team, like, oh, we've seen Jay take enormous amounts of punishment and then come back and all that other stuff. I mean, the double knees to the back by Braun to Jay on the ring apron when he lifted him up and, brought him back down. I was like, that was kind of ouch. that was like ouch moment, because prior to that, they were trying to both suplex each other. There was just like a back and forth seesaw situation that didn't work out. But then Jay got thrown into the ring post a few times before that happened, and then we went to commercial. And we came back from commercial, and then I seen that Braun had caught Jay in the air and did one of those old school side backbreakers. I mean, they were actually giving us old school type of moves from like the 90s that you don't usually see too often anymore. And that, because at that point I was kind of actually like, damn, what do I even call this? Because I haven't seen it in so long. I'm so used to JR telling me like he, giving the precise move that it is. So I called it the side backbreaker, but I'm like, I don't even know if that's what it is. But anyway, after that happened, Braun tried to, he didn't try. He pinned Jay, and then he just said, fuck that, I'm not done yet, and then started doing push-ups. I'm like, oh, that's disrespectful as hell. I'm like, my God, golly, like, you don't respect this dude at all. You say that you respect him, but that's disrespectful as hell if you're going to just go ahead and start doing push-ups while, you're like, I'm not done with him. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, And then he hits Jay with this beautiful standing moonsault. And I'm just like, is Jay not going to have any type of offense during this match or whatever like that? And next thing you know, after a few failed attempts at whatever was going on in the top rope, Braun hit Jay with that top rope Frankensteiner where he jumps up without touching anything and he salutes the crowd and he hits him. And I was like, oh boy, this is not looking too good. And then next thing you know, the crowd's going crazy. Why is the crowd going crazy? Because of what I told Jay earlier tonight. The Bloodline shows up. We got Jacob Fatu and we got Solo. And then Solo pulls out 2 tickets. Mind you, I don't know anybody that actually has physical tickets anymore. These days, when you show up to an arena, Shane, when was the last time we actually had tickets that was in our hand? Everything's on our phone, but he pulls out 2 tickets that look like raffle tickets. Like, yeah, I got tickets here. This is where we're supposed to be sitting at. And Jay, you can go ahead and take it over from there because I'll leave you something on the bone.
Just so you know, Mundo, there are physical tickets. You do go to, at the Barclays Center, you could go to the box office where they will slip you,
I haven't seen those in years, man.
Hard tickets.
Personally, I'm just saying, I haven't seen those in years, man. I haven't done that since I was a kid and going to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. You listen to your music on your phone, but people still have, those disc thing called records. And they still play music on their records. And CDs too. Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, I'm of that generation, so I know what you're speaking of, but I'm just saying, like, certain things I just haven't seen in a long time.
Lottery tickets.
Well, that don't count. That's still a thing.
Yeah, that's still a thing. Lottery tickets.
But that's also an app now as well.
Well, yeah, at this point, everything is an app. At this point. Almost everything.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jay.
Seeing that
obsolete.
Seeing that we got Solo and Jay, is Solo and Jacob there? You're like, this Friday shit is popping back up, and the fact that we also get to see Thomas and Thomas, as Shane would say, they come out and, like Mundo was saying a few seconds ago, Jay had no offense. Well, this was all his offense on his family, more or less. He was beating the shit out of them, and next thing you know, Jay decides to, not even, Braun decided to run around the ring, and when he confronted Jacob, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
what are they giving us?
The crowd went crazy on that one. I'm like, they're on 2 different shows though, so calm down.
And the thing I was telling you before, I was like, man, don't tell me what I was thinking is gonna happen, where Braun's gonna start wiping these people off the earth too. And he didn't. So I was like, oh, they teasing us.
Told you.
I like the tease. I enjoyed the tease for what it was. And
me too.
Also to see that when Jay tried to do the same thing and run around the ring, and Jacob caught him. You was like, uh-oh, this is it. This is the end. And
I didn't say uh-oh. I said told you. I told you.
you see Braun on the floor just sitting back laughing, not
Mm-hmm.
doing nothing. And to put him on the announcer's table, you're like, oh damn, yeah. Just you could leave now. You guys can go walk away and let this guy pick up the rest of the bones and just end them. Because you plain and clearly see that he got super speared and took the belt back. Not even a chance for Jay to even get up and do any type of offense. And the two title. He defended the title twice. Yeah. Not even having it long.
Triple J.
If he had the belt, it was what, 28 days?
I don't know. Triple J, I have a question for you though. Like, why was the referee distracted by what was going on with his boss and everybody else when it was clearly away from the ring?
That's something the refs have been doing of lately when it comes to stuff like that. You'll see them going off and disappearing from the rest of the match, and then somehow, some way, the ref just winds up back in the ring after everything. So you're like, oh.
But he was in the ring the whole time. So he decided to just ignore the match that was happening because of stuff that was being taken care by officials and his boss, literally his boss right there, and officials who were backing these guys back to the back. He was paying attention to why? What was just you as a fan of just like why?
Like I'm like, as the fans have been doing, they've been like, sometimes the referee sucks for the positions that he's putting himself in nowadays, whether it's a he or a she. And you're not hearing the announcer's table splash. You're not hearing nothing.
Right. I swear to God, I thought the referee saw that. From what we saw, that angle that they had, it looked like the referee was looking that way.
They barely gave us an angle of the ref. He
was in that shot. He was in that shot, Jay. When Jacob had him up, the referee was in that left hand corner shot, and he wasn't. He was like, his body was basically facing in the situation where he can see what was happening in the alleyway and what was happening by the announce desk. He wasn't. His back wasn't towards what was happening. That's the thing. That's why I was just, as a fan, I wanted to know what your fan reaction was to that, not your analysis, and just knowing
my reaction
storyline.
Well, if I was there, I would have been tight. I would have been yelling at the ref the entire time, like, "Ref, turn around! Ref, turn around!"
Nice.
Me. I'm sitting here, and by the time me and you spoke, I'm like,
Yeah, I know you were dejected.
However, as a Jacob fan, you would have loved it because remember what we was reminded of from Friday when Jay called him out like that. Right. That's where that came from.
Right, and that's what I told Jay here. I was like, yo, bro, he's not going to let that go by. I told him, I was like,
absolutely not.
Jacob is going to be the reason why he lose the match. I told him, I said, yo, Jacob's going to cost him the match. And he was thinking that Braun's going to stop them and all this other stuff. It's like, nah, bro. Jacob is going to be... I told him, I said, he disrespected Jacob to his face on SmackDown. That was not going to just go by for no reason. He's fucking crazy. He's crazy.
And in all fairness,
go ahead, Shane.
No, I was going to quickly say that your tag team partner said the same thing. But
he
go
did?
ahead. Yeah, he did. On Friday, he did.
Yeah, I mean, and even if that wasn't the goal and what Solo wanted, Jacob does whatever he wants, apparently, and Solo was just like, let's get out of here. Let's go. I felt it, Jay. I felt it. I was like, yo, Jacob is going to cost him the title tonight. I told you that. That's why once we seen it happen, I wrote it in the chat. I was like, I told you.
Well, most of us knew that when we saw him on Friday.
But this is something that I said from Monday. That's the thing. I didn't see Friday. And
That's crazy. This was
and to be fair, LeBron said it as well. I literally added to what he said originally, and then obviously Friday played out more, and then I'm like, well, yeah.
And this was the only match that wasn't a tag match tonight.
Thank God.
Well,
I was over
it. Yeah,
I was over it.
I mean, yeah, if you want to call it that. Chris says, I know that the bloodline was going to cost Jay the IC title. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we all knew that was going to happen.
He threatened him on Friday.
How
could you not know that?
Damn, it sucks that we don't got the third hour, bro. Because I'd be sitting back like, oh.
LeBron goes, could be possible that Jacob takes the IC title from Braun.
No.
Mundo says no. Jay says no. I would love to see that match, but we don't know how that's going to happen because he's on, Braun is on
SmackDown.
He's on Raw.
I would rather see him take it from LA Knight, if that's the case. The throne LA Knight.
No,
but he's already in the situation though. There's like Andrade and Melo.
The story that we got is that right now Solo doesn't want. Remember, Jacob is technically the tag team champion, but Solo doesn't want him as a tag team champion. He wants him as just his enforcer. Solo's holding him back, technically. Remember, it's basically the same storyline that we got with, what was it, Roman and Jay, in a sense, where he was holding him back a bit. It's the same thing. So he's holding him back. Don't expect nothing out of it right now.
Chris says it's 29 days.
Okay, I was close. Okay.
So he's keeping count. And LeJuan said, I said that on Friday also. So, yeah. And again, Chris says no. And I say yes. So, wow, fellas. That and everyone, that was Monday Night Raw. Did I get it right? Yes.
Yes, it was.
Monday Night Raw. I will say this was an interesting show. A lot of action that was going on within the matches. Like I noticed that with the first match and the second match? Because the third match with LWO and American Made, nothing really happened there. The first two matches, I like how they.
No.
Something happened?
Yes, the first three matches, something happened. Yeah, well, actually, yeah. All four matches, something happened.
Oh, so all four matches, something happened.
Remember, the American Made match was when we got the White Six.
No. That was our. That was
No, that was the second match. That was.
That was the first match.
That was the first match. The second match was the women's, and then the third match was LWR versus American Made, and then we had the main event, match 4.
Yeah, that was the third match was the only one that didn't get nothing special.
Isn't that what I said?
No, yes, you're correct. Okay. I'm correcting myself, not you.
Oh, you're correcting yourself. Okay. That's what you want to remix it as. Okay. So while I have your attention, Mundo, I'm going to ask this one important question.
Shut the hell up, Jay.
That we, Jay laughing.
Yeah, sitting there laughing like that. Shut up, Jay.
So you see the okie doke, right, Jay? Don't get back at me. Get back at the guy that's laughing the hardest.
Can't even see his ass over there. Did you come back from your neighbor's house?
So,
what did you get?
Wow.
Exactly. Boom. Mic drop. Thank you very much. That's what you get for that was
over there. Anyway, we are at the end of the show, and at this point of our shows, we ask that one question across the table. sometimes we go into a long laughter, and then other times when we're not laughing, we ask and answer this question.
I'm ready. I'm ready for you.
What is your Three Bells match and or moment of the night? I'm going to begin with welcome back, Mundo. And then I'm going to go, and then we're going to end with our Tuesday night NXT host, Triple J. Mundo.
That's what I was looking at right now. I'll go with match number 2, surprisingly, because again, when I first started talking about it to you guys earlier tonight, I said that this match had a lot of potential because of what we got between Damage Control's Io Sky and Kairi Sane versus Livy and Raquel. I really thought that this match, it should have had a fair ending. I liked what I saw, after that rough start with Raquel. And so I'll give that the match of the night for me, which might be odd to you guys. And my moment of the night will go to the ending of the show with the Bloodline showing up and costing Jey Uso his Intercontinental Championship, because as we know, that leads to a bigger story down the line. So that's my match and moment of the night.
And just so you know, Mundo, if you would have mentioned a match that didn't happen tonight, that would have been considered a weird match. An odd match, or how you say. So,
right.
Yeah, still good choice. Good choice.
Thank you.
My match of the night, of course, I'm going to go with the main event because, first off, I like Braun Breaker. He's becoming one of my favorites in a very short period of time. And I like the drama that was surrounding the whole thing. Like, that whole match was just like an episode of like Dynasty in the ring. The whole drama and the fact that the family came, and we knew that they was going to come. But it was good to see. First of all, it was good to see that we was right. And I like how they did it that way. The story continues. Can't wait to see how Jey is going to get his revenge tour starting, because he's no longer champion. And who is going to have their eyes on Mr. Breaker and his title? To be continued. My moment of the night, I gave it to them last week, and I'm giving it to it again. Lash and Jakara, seeing them up here with the big dogs in Raw, and they holding up their own and did an awesome job tonight. From beginning to end, I was really impressed by what they did, both of them. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do next. Will we see them again on SmackDown, or will we see them as a tag team next week on Raw? Looking forward to it. That is my match and moments of the night.
Well, my match of the night also is the main event, just because, we knew exactly everything that was going to happen. Well, y'all guys did. I was wrong. I was off. I was wrong, but it was enjoyable. And just to have that what the fuck factor, like, oh my God, this is happening, that's happening, and the ref not paying attention, that was cool. That was cool to watch, because we're probably in our house saying the same thing, probably throwing shit around the house and be like, oh man, this guy did this. No. So, I was one of those fans. And my moment of the night, I have two actually. My first moment will be just seeing every segment that we got between Seth and Bronson. And
that was funny.
Just seeing them go at it, raw, getting all of that. So that was one of my moments. And my other moment is when Paul Ellering got mandible clawed tonight. Seeing his old ass go down.
Wow. Attacking the elderly, Jay. Beautiful, Jay. Good job, Jay. Wow.
I got a message from a friend of mine, and he was like, "Yo, Paul Ellering is dead." I said, "Finally!" I said, "Finally!"
He looked it.
It looked like he passed away. He definitely did. He stopped moving after a while. It's like, that poor man. Poor man. Triple H was like, we got some good shit for you tonight, Paul. You're going to die. Oh, my gosh.
He probably said, finally, get some action.
Right? Give that man his bells. That's his matching moments of the night. My gosh. Wow.
And this is for Mr. Paul himself. Nice knowing you.
We acknowledge you. Only because these two been calling for him to do something. He did something tonight.
Right, but why did he have to be like Daffy Duck and swallow the dynamite? And everybody's like, "Wow, that's the best thing that you ever done." And he goes, "Yeah, I know, but I can only do it once." So what's the?
He saved the Miz. Come on now. Would you rather have the Miz
died?
Like that?
See, that's why Mundo, you cool with this because he saved your favorite guy.
He surely did.
If he had saved one of the AOP guys, you'd have been like, what the hell? Why would he have done that? Man, you sacrifice yourself for one of them knuckleheads. They don't do nothing.
They mad big. You don't need to do that. The Miz, he needs to be cherished and cared for.
Shout out to Paul.
He said, watch out. Look out.
His life alert was ringing.
And Howdy wasted no time. He said, "Go ahead, now I got this." You son of a bitch!
I'm about to press the red button because we're about to get reported by some young people that's saying that there's some verbal elder abuse going on here at the Three Bells podcast. Shout out to all of our elders. We love y'all.
Shout out.
And like I said, Paul, he's been waiting for this moment he wanted to play. Like that was him going in the ring and doing his thing.
But
he can only do what he can do. He can't wrestle. He can't drop kick nobody. Can't hit nobody. What you can do? Hey, let me put these two of my longest fingers.
No. You've been calling him that guy, telling people to get off my lawn. That's what you've been calling.
Because that's what he's been doing. You don't see what he does when he's standing on the side of the ring. He has that little rope we like this with his glasses doing the same move. Like his mouth and his glasses does the same thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm going away. I'll be back.
I'm pressing the button. I'm pressing the goddamn button.
Back.
Get off my lawn. Get off.
And that's the bell, folks. You've been listening to the Three Bells Podcast with your hosts, Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac. Bringing the thunder from the ring straight to your speakers. Remember, the conversation doesn't end here. Keep the conversation going in the comments. And follow us on our socials to get the latest scoop on WWE events and behind-the-scenes action. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and above all, stay tuned for more hot takes, news, and the world of wrestling. Expect the unexpected. See you on the next show, the Three Bells Podcast.
I like that song.
What song is that?
This is Jakara Jackson and Last Legend. Time ticking.
Separate from Metaphor. Okay.
Yeah, time is ticking. That's their entrance. Separate from Metaphor. Yeah. Okay. So everyone, that is our show for tonight here at the Three Bells Podcast table for our Monday Night Raw recap show. I'd like to thank everybody so much for tuning in, for showing up. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat that left a message that said what's up. And Chris final chat says, I acknowledge Roxanne Perez. And we agree. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining us and tuning in and leaving some cool chat. Hey, hopefully we'll see you in several hours for our Tuesday night NXT recap show with the host, that guy right there. Hopefully he'll have his mask back on, his black and white cookie mask, Triple J. And then on Friday, you are returning to your hosting table, yes, on Friday Night SmackDown?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, cool. He's the SmackDown guy. I'm the Raw guy. There's the NXT guy. And you all are our awesome homies and homegirls. So thank you again so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok. And please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get notifications for our next live, which will be a couple hours. It's me, your homie Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells Podcast table, reminding everybody to laugh hard, love harder, and good fight. Good night. We're going to close it out with Friday, Mundo, and then Tuesday, Triple J.
Say his name and he appears.
Yeah! What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Yeah. Drop it. Thank you very much, Triple J, Shane O'Mac, the Three Bells Podcast. It's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. A.k.a. himself. And man, oh man, what a night of Monday Night Raw we had tonight. And it was fun. Shane already said everything that needed to be said as far as our social media pages and everything of that nature. I'm just going to say that I'm glad to be back. And I'll be back for Friday. But before then, we're going to head on to NXT Tuesday, where we got a hell of a lot going on. Triple J, go ahead, my brother, take it over. For your boy Mundo, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's your boy, Main Event Triple J, now signing off here on YouTube. You know, shout out to everybody, Lawan, Chris, Logan, Quavo. You know, we appreciate y'all to the fullest. And also for tomorrow's show, fellas, we're going to have our prediction show. We might have a special guest tomorrow, and Mr. IML. Trying to see if I can get my sister up as well tomorrow for these predictions real quick. And, you know, I can't wait to Sunday. We got Halloween Havoc. Let's see what happens tomorrow and what matches that we could actually have for the show pertaining to Sunday. Live at Hershey, PA. Other than that, it's your boy Main Event Triple J now signing off. Saying good night. God bless.
And as always, no yeet.
He wants to do what? No one wants to hear that splash in the park. No.